Hi, Ralph Watson here from Speak Up Challenge, and I'm joined today by Jamie Wallace, the long distance coach himself. Jamie is Speak Up Challenge's Coach of the Month for August 2021. So, congratulations, Jamie. Looking forward to putting your face out there and telling the world all about you. One of the key reasons why Jamie has been nominated and been successful is the amount of great work that he has been doing behind the scenes, supporting other members of the coaching community, his peer group and his fellow coaches in building their business. So Jamie, can you tell us a little bit about what you've been doing?
Yeah, most definitely. I can tell you where it started from as well, actually. Basically, yeah. So basically, we're just all having a meeting together, and I think intuitively over the last few months, I've been seeing a trend growing, and then all of a sudden, out of my mouth came, "Let's do something. We need to do something," and everyone was like, "Yeah, let's go for it." So then it just organically grew, and we designed a project out of it. And I said, right, let's have a challenge, and let's do an event. Let's create an event at the end of it, and let's just go for it. And what eventually happened was I started coaching, and it just kind of happened, and it's where I've naturally been in previous places. I think when we're like training to be coaches, I think what can happen is we get so kind of in that kind of focus of, oh, I'm going to be a coach, I'm going to be a coach, and you forget about all these skills that you had before, and that you've probably already been coaching. But really what you've done is you've just topped up, you've been certified now to do all these skills that you maybe already had, plus you've now got these bonus NLP skills, timeline skills over and above all that. So this was just one of these moments of being able to put into practice what I perhaps already knew, add in all these Ericksonian words and stuff like that to help things along that little bit faster. And it just was like, it was a bit phenomenal in how it kind of took how it grew, and then just like, it's how actually, like, I'm just getting on with the job, but as I'm getting on with the job and just making this thing happen, I didn't realize the amount of emotions that were going on in the background and how much people were actually taking this to heart and actually making it want to work. And then it got to about week 2, week 3, and then I'm like, oh my goodness, like, there's people like actually like, I've got a bit of responsibility here. I need to kind of make sure this kind of happens and manage expectations and things like that. But
well, it worked. It worked so spectacularly well that I got inundated with messages telling me what a great job you've been doing, which is why when it came to nominating and selecting Coach of the Month for August, it was just a no-brainer. It had to be Jamie Wallace. So congratulations. Jamie, if you think about it, you and I are part of this tremendous Speak Up community. We have a great many coaches in that community, and it's constantly growing. There are lots of new coaches coming into that community and coaches who are fairly new into it. Can I ask if you've got a couple of tips that you would give to those new coaches to help them just get that bit of momentum as they get started?
Definitely. I'd say the first thing for all coaches is, especially if you're new, is to form a group, of support, because it can be a lonely journey. And we might have came from a place where we've done things ourselves all the time. But actually working as part of a team, as part of a group, it has its merits. So that'd be the first thing, is to build these connections, build up relationships, and look to the cohort that you were, that you developed your skills in and did your training with. That's the first place that I would look. The other thing I did was I looked out with that cohort as well, and I managed to do some practice coaching with people that I didn't know, people from the networking events that I've been taking part in. and really just expanding, you know, my network of people and building different relationships. That worked well for me. So it might be something that you could do. Just imagine that if you did that and how things could grow and develop for you if you managed to do that. Excellent.
So really it's about growing your network, and then, as we constantly keep saying, practice makes progress.
Yeah, definitely going to the monthly practice, but also arranging your own practicing as well over and above that. Put it in your diary 2 or 3 times a month, just so that you're updating your kind of own knowledge and practicing. But can I just say the other thing that I think is worth any coach knowing, even the newest, but even some of the kind of maybe the old timers as well, is that always kind of remember who you are and what your limitations are. Because if we have these ideas of doing things that we're not quite trained for, or we have knowledge gaps for, then we're going to disappoint ourselves.
Yeah.
And so if we do our best at what we're good at, and then continually learn and train ourselves up as we go along that journey, then you're managing your own expectations then, and then you will come and see success eventually. And just remember, it's a long journey, it's a long distance, hence my name is the long distance coach. I try not to do things too fast. It's what is it they say about it? It's not a marathon, it's a walk or something like that.
Yeah. Well, it's not the sprint, it's the marathon.
That's it. Yeah, it's
Okay.
a long distance. Yeah.
Great. So thank you very much, Jamie. Once again, congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Jamie Wallace, Speak Up Challenge Coach of the Month for August. Well done, Jamie.
Thanks very much. And thanks to all the kind of guys that have been there to support me and encourage me on my way as well. So
thank you.
Thank you.